Hello, my name is David, and I have grit. The reason I think I have grit is just because I'm a very hardworking person. You know, generally when I have a task that needs done, I do it to the fullest of my ability, unless it's something like folding clothes, which that's a completely different story. Um, but I've found out over the years that I work better when I'm goal-oriented, and so I usually try to continually set goals to achieve in a month period of time, or more or more so within a year. I'll try to achieve certain goals just because it keeps me fueled and makes me feel better, not only like physically but also mentally. To know that I'm like constantly working towards something. And the reason I think, or how I kind of accumulated grit was just by playing baseball. Because with baseball you kind of have to live pitch to pitch. It's the pitch to pitch mentality is what they call it pretty much. And you have to be able to wipe a mistake off. If you make an error, you have to be able to forget about it and put it in the back of your head. That way, you're ready to compete for the next pitch. And being a pitcher, that came even more so into light just because the play started and ended with me. The play didn't start until the ball left my hand, and it didn't stop until it was back in my glove. And so that really taught me to, live pitch to pitch and stay focused. Whether it was constantly doing dry work, just because, the main part of pitching is focus and repetitions. If you don't have either of those, then, more times than not, you're not gonna be successful. So, I was constantly doing dry work, going through my motion, not even throwing a baseball, or constantly doing exercises to strengthen my arm, constantly long tossing, and perfecting my craft. And just doing that for so many years really ingrained in me, like hardworking and staying tasked to a goal. And I think that was the biggest thing that did give me grit. I will admit though, there for a while, I didn't have grit. I didn't have any motivation. I didn't have any goals to work towards, mainly because I achieved my goal of obtaining a college scholarship to play baseball. And I felt that I worked my butt off while I was in school, and none of it paid off. And so that was kind of hard for me, because not only did I not achieve my goal of staying in college baseball and having more playing time, but I felt like I also lost my identity, because I'd been playing baseball for since I was like 5 years old. And so all of a sudden I didn't have anything to work towards, and I didn't know who I was. And so I kind of learned that I needed to find other goals and other passions to work towards. That way I didn't get caught in the same cycle of no motivation and laziness. And that amongst itself has taught me even more grit, just to kind of crawl myself out of that hole and everything. So I'm pretty confident that I do have grit. And although I do struggle sometimes, I'm only human. It's just taking it day by day and remaining mindful of where I'm at and how I'm feeling, and continuing to work towards something. So thank you.